Hi everyone. So today I thought I would show you 3 ways to make paper flowers. So the first one looks like this. The second one looks like this. And then the third one looks like this. So if you'd like to watch that, stay tuned and I will show you how to make 3 different kinds of paper flowers. Alright, so the first paper flower we're going to make is this one. Okay, now what you're going to need to do is get yourself a tiny circle punch and punch out two circles. Okay, now you can do it one of 2 ways. You can either cut your strips into little thin strips here, or you can make them longer like this. And actually I'm going to do it the longer way, but all these ones, they need to be cut at least in half. And this is a really great use for some of your little scraps that you might have. I'm just going to cut these up a little smaller. I'm just going to guesstimate because it's not the end of the world if they're not all exactly the same. And I'm going to start there. And this part is kind of up to you as to how many you want. Okay, so we're going to put some glue on that white, not white punch out, and be sure that you use plenty of glue. And this is a nice little tip that you can do is, you can take something that has a point and use that to help you guide the paper strips on. You can use them to pick them up like that and then put it on like that. And then just keep layering it up with however many that you would like on yours. And it helps if this point is a little bit sticky for you. It will make it a little bit easier to put them where you want them. Now at this point we do need a little bit more glue. Okay, pick up another strip, lay it this way, and I think for me that's enough. So I'm going to take this other punch out, circle punch, and get lots of nice tacky glue on there. I'm just using Aleene's tacky glue that I put in these little small containers. Pick that up, flip it around, and then put that right on top. And then when it dries, you can either use this side or that side. Okay, so that's your first type of paper flower. And if you want to, you can cut in more strips there. You can use decorative scissors, whatever you want. So the second type of flower that we're going to make, paper flower, is this one right here. And so for this one, we need our glue, of course, and then we need to get out our circle punch, our old Fiskars, and just set it at the lowest setting to make the smallest circle. And go ahead and bring your self-healing mat over. Place that down. Press and move that all the way around to get your circles cut out. Use double layers so that you cut out 2 circles. Okay. Now we've got 2 circles here. Okay. And now we're going to take longer strips of paper. And this is, well, actually, and we need to take our longer strips of paper here that we have. And what we are going to do is you can either use your scissors or you can just tear them in half like that. And I'm just going to tear them in half. And on this one, you will need 6 of these torn in half. And so let's start like we did before. Let's go ahead and put some glue down on that circle that we just made, that we cut out with our Fiskars circle. Just keep squeezing until you get out what you feel you need to sufficiently cover it, because it will help in the end. Okay, and then we're going to take our strips, and we will also need something that glues really quickly, like this. And what you're going to do is you're going to put just a tiny bit on the bottom. That's all you are doing. And now you're going to take it and you're going to twist it and then push it right there so that it glues. And then we're just going to build that around the circle. Okay, so just a little spot of glue. Flip it around. Press down for the glue. And then put this one there. And then we just keep doing that until we have all 6 petals on. And I'll go ahead and keep going so I can show you how to do each petal. That way you know exactly what to do. Flip it. Okay. Now with these, when you are done with them, you can put your inks on them, you can put your watercolor inks on them, or brushes. You can draw squiggly lines on them. You can make them up however you would like. Make it your own. I'm just showing in white, just to show you the basic. And make that little petal. And glue that down, and just try to evenly eyeball space them. This is the last one. Okay, we're going to flip that around and stick it on, and then put it right there. And then we take our other circle, of course, and just like what we did on the other one, is we will go ahead and get plenty of glue on there, because we want it to be good and secure for us. Just a good amount of glue. Pick it up, and then just do a rough guesstimate of the center there. Push it down. And the nice thing about these ones is you get to decide which one is the front and which one is the back. So you could either have it be like this, or you could flip it around and have it be like this. And then what I've done with the original one is I've gone in and I've punched out a little butterfly twice so that he looks like he's on the flower. Isn't that cute? Okay, now the last kind of flower that we are going to make, I'm sure most people know how to make this one already, but this is a little like a rosette flower. And what we need for this is a piece of paper. Now, however long it is entirely up to you. You don't have to follow this exactly. And then what I like to do is get a pair of decorative scissors. You can either use a pair like this, or you can use a pair like this. To save time, I'm going to use this one this time, but on this one right here, I used these scissors. Okay, so one edge is going to be straight, and the other edge you are going to make that fun mark with, that fun with. So we're going to start right here, and we're just guesstimating. And we're cutting that straight. Now remember, this can be as long or as short as you want it to, because this is yours. This isn't anybody else's. And we just keep cutting along. All right. Now when we get close to the end, you will notice we are going to need to taper it off because we will need to make a small little circle. And just guesstimate with your circle. Okay, we're not about doing things exact. And I'm just going to go around what I think would be a good size for a circle. Okay, and if it doesn't really look like a circle, guess what? That's okay. So let me move this to the side so you can watch me assemble it. We've got our nice long strip. Now, I would like to do this ahead of time. Get a bone folder or something that you can bend with. And we are going to push it back a little. Push that back. Okay? Now just push it, push it, push it. Okay. Now what that's going to help to do is to make it look like the petals are going to look more real instead of fake. And the paper I'm using is just a thin printer paper, but you could do this with cardstock also. So push it that way. And then you need to get something where you can hold it tightly together. I have these, so I'm going to use them. And you're going to start at one corner and just get the very tip of it and hold it tight and just start to gently roll it. Okay, now this rolling is just so that it can get some memory in it. We're not going to expect it to stay this way. Now we can let go and grab the top and just keep rolling. If we want to, we can just roll it with our fingers the rest of the way. Now right now it probably does look pretty tight, but the circle will help to loosen it, and we're going to let it splay out too. Okay. Now, smooth it out so it's a circle. Get in here and just let it loosen. Let it loosen. And then if these are up too high, just push them down a little still. Just be gentle because it is thinner paper. Okay. Now this very end part, what we're going to do is we're going to glue that part down first. So this very end, this tip, go ahead and put some glue on there. Just use what works for you. I like to use a wet glue. And then I'm going to gently lay it down and just hold it for a second or two. Okay? Just so that it sticks. And then what I like to do is get this bigger part. And what we're going to do is we're going to get a lot of glue on there. On our little circle, we kind of ad-libbed. Get some nice glue on there. The more, the merrier. Okay, got a good amount of glue. Now we're going to take the bottom side of our flower, and we're just going to do little dollops of glue because we do want it to stick pretty good for us. And just do it all the way around. It looks like we may need some more right there. Okay, we've got some on there. I'm pretty happy with that. So now we're going to stick that down and just press. And just press it down firmly for a second or two. Okay. Now this circle is too big, but that's okay because we can just cut that away or we can color it in. It's entirely up to us. And then if we want more of the leaves the petals to show, we can just push them out even more. And so there you have it. 3 different ways to make these cute little flowers. This is the last one. This is our second one. And then this is our lovely third one. And as always, you can suit them to how you would like them. You could even take these and curl them upward. And the reason why I wanted to make these ones right here is because I remember one time when I subscribed to Creating Keepsakes and they did these kinds of flowers. And I've seen these kind of flowers done with ribbon before. And I think everybody's seen these kind of flowers too, the rolly ones, wherever you go. So I hope you enjoyed this cute little three ways you can make paper flowers. If you did, please like, comment, or subscribe. I would love to hear from you. And please stay safe in this different world that we're living in. And please try to take care of your health. And as always, you are so kind. Thank you. Bye-bye. And yep, bye-bye.